We have got the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take that next step. Don't be afraid to take the leap. Let's draw a card and just see, who am I reading for? What step, what leap? Right. Okay. Clarifying cards I got about the step and the leap. One is the Judgment and the other is Page of Cups. I mean, 3 major arcanas. These are big things, big steps, big moves. Don't be afraid to take the leap. Don't be afraid to take the step. Judgment. We're being called back to ourselves. We're being called to take note. We are being called to examine ourselves and ask ourselves, where are we? What are we doing for our own good, our highest good, and the highest good of others, for our purpose, for our walk of alignment on this earth? We need to wake up. Wake up. Okay, so if you look at this Judgment card, everyone is pretty grey, okay, and they're kind of like the angel is blowing the trumpet, and they're kind of like in a bit of a zombie state. So we're being asked to come out of our zombie state, come out of, I keep on getting the word the Matrix, and I hate using the word the Matrix because I just feel that it's like a word that's been thrown around a lot and everyone's just getting a little bit tired of it. Oh, we're all stuck in the Matrix. But that is kind of the feeling I get. So it's the mundane. You're stuck in the mundane, you're stuck in the day-to-day, you're stuck on that hamster wheel going round and round and round, and you either don't know the way out, but no, I think you've been given a way out. I think you've been shown a path or a sliver of light or a sliver of something, and you are unsure whether to take that leap, whether to follow that. And Spirit is saying, take the leap. Yes, follow that breadcrumb, follow that, open the door, step through, go into the next chapter. Wake up. Stop going on the treadmill, stop wasting time going round and round. So the Page of Cups is this is what's being offered to you. Okay, so you're not sure whether it is your own fancy, okay, coming through to your own, this is like your own thought, or is this something bigger that has been shown to you? So you're a little bit unsure of if you're just making this up, and so you're scared to go down it because you're scared that the fish in the cup is literally a fish in a cup and is going to jump out, and then you're going to look and you're going to have an empty cup because this is your own thought that you thought you were going to go down. But Spirit is saying, no, this is a thought, this is inspiration, this is something I've given you. And the reason it seems so fanciful is because it's something that you wouldn't even be able to think of. It's something that you wouldn't even be able to acknowledge or do or make come into reality. But here I am giving this to you. Stop hesitating. I have you. Your steps are guided. Do it. Okay. And how do we go about doing this? How do we know what the next steps are? Because some of us will go, oh, I've got this idea, but I don't know how to make it practical. I don't know how to implement it into my life. I don't know, what are my next steps? The High Priestess. So the High Priestess is very connected. She is the embodiment of the divine feminine side of receiving, of being very intuitive, of being very connected. She is connected to the moon. And this is saying you need to go a bit deeper. So you need to be spending more time doing your spiritual work. So in terms of praying, meditating, seeking the knowledge, being still, being quiet, letting that inner voice speak to you, being led by your intuition, getting in touch with your intuition, knowing your intuition, knowing that voice. Maybe getting to know who your spirit guides are, knowing their voice, so that when you do ask for help and you do ask to be led and you do ask to get shown the way, when their voices come through to point you in the right direction, you will know that it is them talking, that it is Spirit guiding you and not yourself talking. And you'll know, like, so you'll get to know their voices, and you'll get to know, what does it feel like in my body when I am being spoken to by Spirit, when I'm communing with God, when I'm communing with the angels, the divine, with Source. What does it feel like in my body? What does their voice feel like? How do I feel like when I know that I'm following my intuition, when I'm opening up my heart, I'm working from my heart? You need to get to know all of these things so that you can take the next step and you can move forward. Then the Queen of Pentacles, feeling that this is you looking at your life in the human form. Right, so you've got your inspiration, you've got your guide, you've got your message that you need to be taking. Take the next step, take the next leap, wake up, stop being so clouded by the mundane every day. There's more to life than just that. And I'm not saying leave your job, I'm not saying leave your home, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying just wake up to the things around you, because sometimes we go through life just looking down all the time, and we get so stuck, and we think that our life is so small, and we think our life is so grey, and yet it's not. It's wonderful. The Queen of Pentacles, she can make it happen. She can manifest all these wonderful things into her reality. Okay? She's focused here on the Pentacles, and Pentacles are focused on your earthly existence. You're focused on your family. You're focused on your livelihood. You're focused on what food you're going to eat. You're focused on who you're going to be social with. She is very focused on that. And around her, she's got beautiful things. There's beautiful, like a sunsetty color in the sky. The fields are full. There's flowers. There's, like, blossoms around her. It's wonderful. She's sitting on her throne. And this is saying, yes, you can focus on things in life. You can focus on where you want to be. How do you want to grow your career? How do you want to develop? Who do you want to let into your social circles? What interests and hobbies do you want to take up? How do you want to show up in the world? You can focus on all that and still experience abundance, and in all things, abundance in time, in life, in beauty, in sound, in sight, in love, in financially. You can appreciate it and have it all. Whereas before you were just too focused on the day-to-day, a more negative way. And now you're getting called to wake up, to follow the truth, to follow your intuition, to follow the breadcrumbs, to follow Spirit's voice. By diving deeper into your spiritual practice, your spiritual walk, your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, and getting to know yourself, getting to know your higher self, getting to know your spirit team, getting to know the divine, getting to understand what a beautiful world we actually live in. It is how you want to see it. And through which eyes do you want to see it? You want to see it through eyes of abundance, of being able to bring into your 3D reality all these beautiful things that have been promised to you, all these beautiful things that you've been asking for, and you don't seem to be bringing them in because you're not walking in alignment just yet. You're not able to sustain them. You're not able to bring them in and hold onto them and work with them and go forward on your journey with them. But you can. You just need to take that step. So the message from Spirit is take the leap. And when Spirit tells you to take the leap, it means that the things are being prepared for you already. Okay? So you have to have the faith. You really do. That is beautiful and wonderful. Let me just feel if there's anything more. Anything more. One more card. Okay, one more card for the collective. Okay. 9 of Swords. I'm sure we didn't want to see that. And the 4 of Wands. But I know exactly what this is. This is saying, don't get trapped into overthinking it. Don't get trapped into overwhelm, overthinking and anxious thoughts. You need to breathe out, relax, take that step, that childlike trust and enthusiasm, and knowing that you are going in the right direction, knowing because you are communicating with your higher self, you are communicating with Spirit, you're communicating with the divine, you are knowing what your next steps are, you are not doing it totally willy-nilly as others might perceive it to be. You're being told and you're being guided, and so it's up to you, because free will trumps everything. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But then you might just continue to be stuck in that hamster wheel and not really ever get to enjoy fully how you're supposed to be walking this walk. Okay, so just saying, don't get stuck, don't overthink, don't keep yourself up at night and go down rabbit holes of worst case scenarios. No, because what is promised you is something beautiful, something stable, something worth celebrating, something worth working towards, which is the Four of Wands. You've been told what to do. Follow it and take it at your own pace. Take it at the pace that you're comfortable with, and walk in partnership. Well, I do hope that this reading resonated with you today. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to reading for you next time.